Hi everyone, I'm James, welcome to my YouTube channel. I did a Uniqlo haul not too long ago, but that was just on their general release pieces. Today I want to go through their recently released Uniqlo U Fall Winter collection. There's always a lot of hype around the Uniqlo U collections, but I feel like this autumn winter was especially sought after because there were quite a few key nice pieces. I happened to be going on holiday the morning this collection dropped, so I was already up quite early, but by the time I went on the website things were already sold out and they were selling out as I was adding things to my basket. Luckily I got all the pieces I wanted, and in today's video I want to go through them in detail and show you what they look like on body. For reference, I'm 5'10", around 140 pounds, and I'll leave links to everything I can down in the description. So as usual, I'll start with the bottoms and I'll work my way up. And so the first piece I want to show are the pile-lined track joggers. A lot of other people have already pointed this out, and it's true, these are basically just like the Ken joggers from Weekday. The Ken joggers have been extremely popular over the past few years and they are notoriously hard to get hold of. So it was really nice to see Uniqlo releasing their own sort of version. These are relaxed fit joggers with a straight leg that don't have a cuff at the ankle. So they've got a free flowing look and they're a little bit more versatile than a jogger, I think, because they're not so casual. To add to that, they've got this central stitching down each leg, which give the joggers a bit more of a sophisticated look. They're pretty heavyweight and have a fleece lining, so they're well suited to the autumn winter. I picked these up in a small, but I think I could have got away with an extra small because they are just a little bit loose around the waist. They're pretty long in length as well. I'm wearing these pretty high on my waist, but they're still covering my shoes. I'd like to try these in an extra small, but unfortunately at the moment they're out of stock. It looks like they've only got the size large left. But overall I really like these joggers and I can see why those Ken joggers sell out so fast. They're an ideal comfortable pair of trousers that don't look too casual like a normal pair of joggers. Okay, so the next pair of bottoms I picked up were the Selvedge regular fit jeans. There are several things that drew me to these jeans when I saw them in the lookbook. First of all, because they're Selvedge jeans, which is a bit of an older way of making denim. It's a more traditional and laborious way of making denim and is becoming rarer these days. But I like the nod to the older way of crafting jeans. And of course you also get that really nice selvage stitching which is unique to Selvedge jeans. The second thing that drew me is that they're raw denim as well. This means the denim has had little or no treatment straight from the factory. For many denim enthusiasts, raw denim is the sort of holy grail of denim. Because of this lesser processing, it means that the jeans mold to you as you wear them, so they change shape and start to fit you personally over the years. As well as that, the colour can change as well and they can get a really nice patina on them. The third thing that drew me to these jeans is that they are naturally high-waisted. A lot of jeans these days are made to be worn around the hips, so you have a really low rise, which is the gap between the belt buckle and the crotch. These have a really wide gap because they are meant to be pulled up and worn around your waist. This just gives a little bit more of a different and classier look, I think. And because of those three things, I was really intrigued, but then I was totally interested when I saw the price tag of only $39.90. These are some real quality jeans with a lot of desirable characteristics for a very cheap price. When I first put them on, I was really happy with the fit around the waist. I got them in a 29 and they fit me perfectly. I can tell that because I don't need a belt to hold them up. My first impressions of the cut were that I actually didn't really like them because it looked like that they were quite flared and I was expecting more of a straight cut. This was especially noticeable when I wore the jeans without any cuffing, but as soon as I did cuff the ankle, my opinion completely changed. I really like the look of this denim. I always like to wear my trousers with a little bit of a crop on them, and that's the way I prefer to wear these as well. I really like the crop look because you can show off your shoes or boots a little bit more, and I actually really like the colour contrast between the inside and outside of the denim here. Talking of the colour, these are such a nice classic denim colour. They're a very dark blue and then they've got that beautiful contrast gold stitching. Overall, I'm really happy with these. The fit is great, they look good, and the price is right. Okay, moving up top now, and the first piece I'm going to show is the Uniqlo U sweatshirt. Honestly, I think the thing that drew me to this the most was the colour of the one I picked up, which was the mustard colour. I think mustard and any sort of yellow are colours I don't really have enough of, but when I see them, I always really like them. In real life, it's definitely a bit of a darker mustard, like an English mustard instead of an American mustard. I was also intrigued by the description of the fit, where they said that it was a boxy silhouette with drop shoulders, and it does look this way on the model on the website. Putting it on body, I'd say it does have slightly dropped shoulders, but not as much of a boxy fit as I would have liked. I did only pick it up in a size medium, but it feels like the general cut of this is quite slim or regular, and to me the length is a little bit long to be called boxy. But if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I like quite an extreme boxy cut, so I like very cropped sweatshirts which are actually quite oversized, so I'm really not being fair with the comparison here. There are no complaints about the quality. It's a heavyweight sweatshirt with a nice terry cotton weave on the inside. I really like the thick cuffs on the sleeves and on the waistband. However, you'll see with the waistband I do like to tuck that under just to give that illusion of a bit more of a cropped look. The collar is a little bit of a weird one. It's a little bit bulbous, it sort of sticks out, but it is quite a nice fitting collar and not too loose, so overall I think I like it. But my overall opinion is that I'm a little bit mixed on this. I might send it back and get a large and see if I prefer it in a slightly more oversized fit. Okay, next up, one of the standout pieces of the whole collection, and something I knew I wanted immediately when I saw it. It's the premium lambswool ribbed V-neck cardigan. Quite a mouthful to say, but this piece is absolutely outstanding. This is one of those pieces where the pictures really don't do it justice. As soon as I took this out of the package, you could tell it was a quality piece because it was heavyweight and it has a really nice touch to it because of that lambswool. And before I even put it on, I could tell I was going to be happy with how it fit. I think this might be the best cardigan I've ever owned. For me, they've ticked every box in terms of fit and sizing. I picked it up in a size medium and it fits like a glove. It has a slightly oversized body and arms, but has a cropped length. The thickness of the material not only feels really nice to wear and keeps you extremely warm, but it gives you a really sturdy look. It's got beautiful ribbing detail and some really nice high quality chunky buttons. This sort of piece you could wear absolutely anywhere because it suits casual and smart occasions. It came in a few different colours, but I actually went for the black because I already have a brown and cream cardigan. The price looks a little hefty at just under £50, but I actually think it is extremely fair. Not only are you getting the superb fit, but it's 100% lambswool. This is truly a premium item and I'm definitely keeping it. I'm so happy I managed to get one. Okay, next up are two outerwear pieces, and they are standout pieces in the collection as well, I think. First one I'm going to show, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the utility blouson or blouson jacket. This jacket is absolutely class. I love it. I originally tried to get it in the olive colour, but it sold out when it was in my basket, so I went for the blue. And I'm actually really happy that I did. It's a very dark blue or navy and could probably be mistaken for black in some cases, but the fit on the jacket I absolutely love. It's definitely got some Yeezy vibes, so I am immediately all over it. It actually has a really oversized boxy body with that cropped length, and then the arms and the sleeves are absolutely huge. Ordinarily with other jackets I'd probably try and roll the sleeves up a little bit, but for this jacket I think it's meant to be worn that way with the sleeves overhanging, and that in conjunction with the boxy body gives it that sort of Yeezy look. Now this is a utility jacket, so it has plenty of pockets. It even has a really nice hidden pocket next to the zipper. Not something that I've ever actually seen, but it's a really decent size actually. It feels like it should be a waterproof jacket, but I don't think it is. It's got more of a waxy feel to it, but it has a flannel inner lining, and so it's a very warm piece. I personally like to wear it undone, but if it is extremely cold or if it's the look you like, it can be totally buttoned up. There's an extra flap on the collar, so you can actually pop it up and do it up across the face, so you can get that real weather resistant look. As with all the other pieces I've mentioned today, the quality is on point. It feels really well constructed and all the hardware is high quality. All the zippers are from YKK. The jacket is a little bit steep at around £110, but actually when you look at the unique fit on it and the high quality construction, I'm quite happy to pay that amount. And the second piece of outerwear, which is also the last piece that I'm showing off today, is the Pocketable long coat. I feel like this was the main piece that Uniqlo were pushing with this collection because you were seeing it everywhere in that dark orange colour. And for good reason, I reckon, because that colour is absolutely ideal for autumn. Now, as the name suggests, it is pocketable, so it can be bunched up into a sort of little bag shape. It doesn't arrive like that, and there are no instructions on how to do it properly, so I sort of winged it. I definitely didn't do it right, it didn't feel right, but it was quite impressive to get that large coat down into a little tiny bag shape which you could chuck into a backpack. As you can see, I did get it in that dark orange colorway, which is beautiful in real life. I'm not sure I'd call it orange, it's somewhere between orange and brown, but it's beautiful and it's 100% waterproof. However, there are a few things that sort of let me down with this coat. First of all is the sizing. I picked it up in a size medium, which is my normal for coats. Now, in the description it does say it has a roomy fit, but it was a little bit too roomy for me, I think. Even with a sweater on underneath, it felt way too baggy on me, and especially the sleeves, even though they do have a bit of adjustment, they were way too wide on me and not in a good way like that last jacket. The second thing, and I shouldn't really be surprised with this, but the material is extremely thin. It obviously has to be thin to be pocketable, but when you look at the photos, it looks like it's a bit more of a thicker and sturdier material, but actually in real life, it's got a little bit of a flimsy feel to it. When you add those up and add on the price tag of just under £110, I don't think it's really worth it. I think a much better choice for me would have been the Blocktech coat, if only they did it in this dark orange colour. So although I do quite like the look of this coat, this one will probably be going back. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.